Why is intersectionality complex in power dynamics analysis? Imagine trying to entangle a web spun with many threads all crossing over and connecting in different ways. That's what analyzing power through intersectionality feels like. It's not just about one social identity or one system of power. Instead, it's about how multiple identities like race, gender, class, sexuality, ethnicity, disability, and age all overlap and influence each other. From an anthropological point of view, this makes understanding power more complicated because people experience privilege and oppression at the same time, in different ways, depending on their unique mix of identities. For example, a woman who is also part of an ethnic minority might face discrimination that is different from what a man or someone from the majority ethnicity experiences. It's not just racism plus sexism. It's a new, combined form of marginalization that's shaped by how these systems interact. This is why analyzing power as separate hierarchies doesn't work well. Instead, they are connected and influence each other, creating a web of social forces that are constantly shifting. One reason this gets tricky is because people's identities are multidimensional. Someone might be privileged in one area but disadvantaged in another. Think of a wealthy person who is also part of a minority group. They might have economic privilege but face racial or gender bias. This makes it hard to decide which aspect of their identity is most important in a given situation. Another factor is that the importance of these identities can change over time and vary depending on where someone is. Power relations are different in different countries, cultures, or social settings. What's true in one place might not be in another. This variability adds to the complexity of understanding how identities influence power. Power is also not just something people hold or don't hold. It's exercised through relationships and social structures that are always changing. For example, a person might have economic power but lack political influence, or cultural norms might favor certain identities over others. These dynamics are constantly shifting, which makes analyzing them a moving target. People can also experience privilege and oppression at the same time. A person might have a high-paying job but face discrimination because of their gender or ethnicity. This dual experience complicates simple ideas of who is powerful and who is not. Finally, researchers need to be aware of their own social positions when studying these issues. If they don't consider their own biases or social standing, they might miss important parts of the picture. This self-awareness helps ensure a more accurate analysis. In practice, applying intersectionality in anthropology means looking at individual experiences while also understanding larger social, political, and economic systems. It's about connecting personal stories to broader patterns of inequality. This approach reveals how different forms of power work together to create social hierarchies, and it helps us see why addressing social injustice can be so complicated. So, the reason intersectionality makes analyzing power more complex is because it involves many interconnected, shifting, and overlapping social forces. It reflects the real lives of people, where identities and systems of power are never simple or isolated. Instead, they form a web that requires careful, nuanced understanding to truly grasp how power operates in our world.